Okay, this is the plumbing and electrical for the AX-723 steam shower. Now let's go over the electrical hookup real quick. So what you're going to need is a 110 volt 30 amp dedicated line. So what you're going to do here, follow this big wire right down. You're going to see it's the main wire with 3 smaller wires with the little loops on the end. This is where you're going to connect your dedicated 110 volt 30 amp line. You can see each one's labeled, N for neutral, live for the hot wire, and ground for the other. So after you do that, find this wire, then find this wire for the computer control panel, and you can see how these two will simply snap right together. So those two will snap right in. Like I said, once you have power going to the main power supply, it goes through here, and it's supplying power to the computer control panel by connecting those two. Then the other wire for the electrical, this wire right here, it's coming off the computer control box. Now you'll see there's a bunch of wires. All these wires right here get connected on top. You can see each one's labeled. For example, you have speaker, you have fan, you have the ozone generator, and you have the overhead lights. This one is for the lights on the back panels. You can see you have dual wires coming off that single one. And you can see right where this will clip into. So that'll clip in. All these wires are coiled up in here, so gently pull it out. And also on the other side, you can see where that wire will get connected right there. The only other electrical would be little ground wire, which is coming off the steam generator, and you could just ground that anywhere. You could just ground it right there, anywhere on the base, that's fine. The only other electrical wire, which you might have a question about, this small white one, it's all coiled up. That's just for the antenna wire, just for good reception. So uncoil it, spread it out. Now let's go over the plumbing real quick. Okay, plumbing for the AX-723 steam shower is very easy. Now let's go over that over the next 1 minute here, and I'll show you how to do it. Now this is what it looks like when you build the unit, and it comes right out of the box. So as you can see, the hose on the top, this supplies the overhead shower. Just connect it right on the top, it just screws right on. The hose on the bottom right here, this white hose, connects right over there, right on the far end, and that connects right to your shower wand. Now the brass fitting on the left and right, this supplies the jets on the left and right side. You can see, connect it there. Connect that hose to this point. Your hot and cold water hook is going to be on the silver mesh hosing. You can see it should be labeled cold. Looks like it's on the left side. Your hot hookup, it's on the right side. Standard 1/2 inch. Almost like a garden hose, just screws right onto your water supply. The silver mesh hose on the bottom of this brass fitting, just make sure it's tight, and you can see it supplies the water to the steam generator. Just screw that on, make sure it's tight. Right here on the top, whoops, you have the steam output. Okay, this is the steam output, so you're going to connect your steam hose, screw it right on to this point, and you're going to lead it right down to this right here. And on the other side of the shower, that's the steam nozzle. So you're just going to connect it from there and connect it right like that. The last thing about the plumbing, after each use, water drains out of the steam generator. It's a self-flushing mechanism. So water drains out here. Look underneath the tub and you'll find a white hose that connects to the side of the drain. Just pull it up through, gently pull it up through, and connect it right to the water output of the steam generator. So like I said, after each use, water is going to drain out of the steam generator through this hosing and into the side of the drain. Now for the drain, you have basically a 5-inch clearance underneath the entire base. standard 1.5 inch, and you can just use a compression fitting to lock that into your drain. That's it for the plumbing.